So, okay, I don't understand why that happens.
It's an
Okay.
input.
Is that, yeah, I know, but why is there no got it here? There's usually a got it. Oh, bless me. Okay, fine. All right. So again, you have an opportunity to win so much free Cutco in your first 10 days. So if there's ever a time where I'm like, bruh, you should do Champs Club with us. And normally what's Champs Club? It's 8 to 9 where you do two things. You call your manager for 5 minutes and you call your customers for 55. And that's on Zoom. And then 9 to 9:30 is the workshop, right? So it's 8 to 9:30. But during the alliance, during this push, it's 7:30 to 9:30. So add a half hour in the beginning. Some of you guys rolled in here right towards the end of that workshop, and you saw us doing that. By the way, we did a little karaoke also in the workshop at 7:30. But it's a 2 hour, 7:30 to 9:30. And 1 hour of it is just phoning and making appointments. So it's like guaranteeing that you're going to work and make more money. But you learn some really awesome stuff, and half of it's personal growth oriented. And it's Monday through Friday. And for the Alliance, we pretty much want everybody in person, okay, for 2 hours. Who's ever gone to work before? Like you got out of bed, you went to, like, you didn't work at your house, you went to a place that wasn't where you lived or slept, and well, you felt like you did, but you worked there and then you punched out and you went home. Raise your hand if you've ever done that anywhere. Well, that was like 6 hours, 8 hours, and you did it for like $14. Like $14, and you're like, I'll go to work, right? And that's what you did. And we all did it. Instead of that for 6, 8 hours, we say, come to the office for 2 hours. Come here for 2 hours and then go home and go do your demos whenever you want. It's up to you. It's your flexible job. But Monday through Friday, come to the office for 2 hours. Again, if you're in Logan or whatever, it's different, right? But so the Logan people are on Zoom and stuff. Does everyone like kind of get the idea? And if you did that for 10 days and it's only Monday through Friday, so it's 10 days minus weekends, right? It's like five. It's like 5, 6 days because you have a weekend and another weekend. It's only five. But then the next week, if you did it again before the conference, do you think you'd be less good at selling Cutco or a heck a lot better? Heck a lot better, right? And so I'm not selling you guys on doing that. I'm telling you the invitation is open. I remember Nolan Coburn, speaking of Pokemon, he literally wore a Pokemon t-shirt most days I ever met him. Like I saw him many times in the months that he worked there that summer, and he literally wore a different Pokemon shirt to the office every time I saw him. And he and not being stereotypical, but we'll just say that's Nolan Coburn. Super shy guy, not the guy that's like super awesome presenter, whatever. And he just started the job right during SE2 push, and he had 10K fast start because he literally launched into that. He's like, I'll go to the office for 2 hours a day. Came to the office, and at the end of the 10 days, he made $2,000, and he was the quietest guy ever trained on the job. You know what I mean? So you never know what could happen if you did that. Is everyone with me on that? The reason I bring all that up is because it's happening, and you've probably seen it happen as you've walked in and stuff, especially today, because you came in around that time. And so the invitation is there. Okay. But let's look at this fast start contest. Okay. And there's a lot of prizes, right? And I'm gonna tell you a couple quick stories. But let me give you an example. What if you guys hit $6,200 in your fast start? Well, let's see. You'd make 1,200 between 1,000 and $1,200. You'd get petite santoku, pizza cutter, traditional cheese knife, spatula spreader. I know it's exciting, Patrick. Please be quiet. Okay, I said that. Please stop. Okay. Red table knife and a peeler. Okay, that was well placed. Okay. But 6 pieces of Cutco and you make like a grand. All in favor. But dude, if you sell 6,000 and change, you missed the butcher knife and you missed the slicer, another $300 worth of Cutco that your future wife now doesn't get to have, okay, or future husband doesn't get to have because you decided not to do 3 more demos. Who would be mad at yourself if you missed out on 2 awesome prizes? Or now I'll tell you a real story. Avery Bradley, she hit 10,062. The last night was Sunday night. I was driving home from my fiance's house like 10 o'clock at night, and she calls me up. I hit it because she was like 200 short, and she sold like 250. It was a little order, and she busts out 250, and she's like, I sold it. And it was like 10,062. So I'm like, nice, good job. So she hit the steak dinner. She had this, pile of Cutco. She made 2 grand and 2 paychecks, all in favor of 2 grand and 2 pay. But she missed out on the fork, the carving fork, the turning fork, the paring knife, the chef's knife, and the one other knife, carving knife. She missed out on 5 pieces of Cutco because she didn't sell 12.5. She was kicking herself, but I said, wait a minute, Avery. Remember, you got extra credit. She's like, oh yeah, on day 3 of training, I got extra credit. And I was like, girl, you hit it. She's like, oh my gosh. And so she literally won 5 more pieces of Cutco because of extra credit. Who's ever gotten extra credit in a class? You got a C plus and you needed a B and you did a little sucking up to the teacher and you got a little extra credit, boom, B minus, right? Or you got an A minus, or for some of you, it's like, I barely passed the class because I got extra credit and I sucked up a little bit, bought her a donut. I'm just kidding, okay? But whatever you got, the extra credit, you got the extra credit, and you got the grade. Who's ever done it? Raise your hand, okay? And you're excited, even if you're a straight A kid, you're excited about extra credit. Okay, so what if I gave you guys an opportunity to get some extra credit? Sad or happy are ye? Happy? Okay, cool. Well, in a minute, if you behave, I'll tell you about how. Maybe you can get some extra credit. Okay, I am going to tell you right now. So, right everyone, in your notes, write down Team Builder. This is an awesome program. It's literally one of my favorite parts of the job and favorite parts of the company. And it's actually the section of training that I love running so much that I begged Patrick to let me run this part of training. Okay, if you can't tell. Okay, my name is not Patrick. Okay, so write down Team Builder. And you already know what I'm talking about a little bit because half of you are here today because someone recommended you to the job. How many of you guys were here because you got recommended to the job, right? And that's awesome. And we love Team Builder. And smart companies, smart organizations, they do Team Builder. You guys, what is Team Builder? Think about it. All of high school, who remembers it? A couple days ago, right? Some of you. Okay. All of high school was a joke. You're sitting in the cafeteria, sorry. And you look over to the right or wherever, there's a table. There's always a table, right? And the military's sitting there, Westminster College is sitting there, SUU, the colleges or the university or the military sitting there doing what? Recruiting is what they call it, right? Totally. But who's ever been, quote, recruited to work at the rec center? Like your friends working there, they're like, you should work here, the rec center. We could swim together. It's like, okay. And who's ever worked with your friend at the job? And you wouldn't really call it recruiting, but they call it recruiting for military and stuff, right? You guys know what are they doing for the colleges? They're recruiting a freshman class, right? What do you do when you go to orientation? They basically recruit you to join student organizations. They recruit you to join the association of whatever the heck it is, and they recruit you for fraternities and sororities, and it's like Rush and all the things. You guys know what I'm talking about? And that's team building with sororities and fraternities and clubs and sports and this snow, the whatever they call it now, the get the icon pass super cheap, club, right? Whatever it is, right? And so that's normal stuff, right? And if you guys don't know Mike, Coach K, Krzyzewski, the Duke basketball coach, or what's his name, Nick Saban, the one of the greatest football coaches ever. What do? They like fly a helicopter to a 5-star recruit's house and they land on their lawn and say, "Hey, would you like to come play football with us?" And they're like, "That's awesome," right? And they recruit or team build, right? Now I'm going to tell you a story. When my dad, I lived in Chicago growing up, and my dad worked for Allstate, and he was a corporate lawyer. Okay, and Allstate World Headquarters is in Chicago, so there was these 2 massive buildings, and then there's this big long walkway over the parking lot. You got it's like the City Creek, right? And there's a big long walkway, so there's like 700-800 people that work in this place. When they need a guy or a girl to do X, Y, Z, they don't send the team builder person to the high schools. They don't send out these big recruiting. They literally send email, bruh, we need somebody that does XYZ. And if you know somebody that does XYZ, shoot us their resume. We'd love to see if we can work together. And they interview and all that stuff. And that person gets hired, but they get hired because someone recommended them, right? Now, my dad and I, we've known each other for a long time. And when I started selling Cutco, guess who I did a demo with, right? My dad. And he bought a Galley Plus 6 set. But then who do you give me for referrals, do you think? Bunch of people from work, right? So I start selling some Cutco to some Allstate people, but then I go visit my dad at work. And I picture this, buildings here because I'd go there and I'm back and forth in this Allstate place, but we'd go to the cafeteria and I'd like walk through. I'm like, oh, there's one of my customers. And they like, oh, but wait, she referred me to who? 3 other people that worked at Allstate. She referred me to 3 other people. So I'd like see a bunch of my customers and they're all like vibing and eating lunch together. How many guys can feel the vibe at that Allstate, cafeteria because they all like kind of knew each other and they team build together, right? And then when that person would get hired, if someone got hired, then they'd give my dad or whoever some concert tickets because they had the rights to the concert place, or they had given some a steak dinner certificate or something like that. And the point is there was a little reward if they kind of team build, right? And so even national headquarters of major corporations, they do team builder because it's a vibe. It's fun to work with your buddies, fun to work with your friends. Does everyone kind of get where I'm going with this? And obviously, we as a company, we spend more than half of our operating budget on what we call team building, recruiting or whatever, right? Because how many of you got a letter from me in the mail or from Shay or whatever? How many of you saw us at a campus? How many of you saw us online, did a job search, Indeed.com or whatever? Do you think that's free or do you think we spend money? Yeah, we spend money. I spend $30,000 on direct mail. I spend in a year, and I spend, a bunch of thousands of dollars on ads and things like that. And we spend all the money and we're willing to do it, but that's putting money in Indeed's pocket, in, whatever organization and the mailing company that does that. Who do you think we'd rather hook up people? Parker's like, yes, me, right? He's like, I'd rather take something, right? Now, we're not multi-level. This is not like you can just sign your friend up and they work here and now you're a millionaire or something like that, those garbage things, right? But it is kind of fun if we have that vibe. And again, raise your hand if you are here today because someone recommended you to the job or you saw us on Instagram from one of your friends or something, right? And that's team builder. And, we'd rather hook our friends up that are already on our team with something cool as a little spiff. But even better is we'd rather work when there's that vibe and there's that support. Statistically, why would it make sense, Wyatt, that a person who knows somebody already here might do a little better? Similar traits. What else? Yeah, you got a BFF, right? You get someone on the team that you can kind of motivate with each other and work with each other. Who's ever worked with a friend, even if it didn't change your paycheck at all, it was just easier to work, right? Is that what you're saying, Parker? Yeah. And it's fun. And that's why we do the team builder program. So you guys want to write down team builder. And right now, as I'm talking, you already wrote it down. You're already thinking in your phone or all the people you know in your phone. Like it's like, oh, wait. And most of you probably have like 3 friends in your phone, 3 types of friends, of people. The first one is like, yeah, my friends that need a job. They're broke as a joke. They need a resume. They've been hating their life mowing lawns and working at the burger shop, or whatever it is. So there's like probably, how many of you guys are already thinking of a few people that need a job, right? That's great. That's normal. Second group of people is the people that like, yeah, I know them. We're friends, but I have no idea what their employment status is. I don't know if they're looking for a job. I really have no idea, but we're friends. We just don't talk about our jobs, right? You guys all nod your head. You have that group of people. And then there's the biggest group of people for most of you. And that's like the group of people in your phone where you're like, I actually don't even know who that is. Like, I don't even know. Maybe I met them in 7th grade. I actually don't. I couldn't picture their face right now. But like somehow they're in your phone from some biology project or something like that, right? You don't even know. And they might even have a nickname like that dude from, like, that's the person, right? You don't even know their name, right? And that's actually fine because what percentage of all of those 3 groups of people, do you think we at least as a company would want to at least see if they're interested in getting a job? 100%, 100% of them. So in a minute, when I give you guys a chance to recommend your friends and recommend people from your phone, I want you to write this down. My advice is don't prejudge. Don't prejudge that person. Patrick, I'm gonna need that video pulled up. Is it pretty easy to do from the slides? It's in the slides. Okay, good. All right, awesome. It is. It's right there. That's right. Okay. So in a minute, when I give you guys a chance to recommend your friends, my advice is again, don't prejudge anybody because you don't know if that guy or that girl on the cheer squad or not on the cheer squad, on the drill team or not on the drill team, works at your other job. You don't even know who they are. If they're the guy or they're the person who's literally been like hating life because they're still freaking flipping burgers and they're sick of it and they don't, but they need the paycheck. So they stay there because, hey, it's my job. I might as well, right? Out of integrity, they stay there, but they actually need a better, who agrees? Need a better resume, need more money. That's what I needed when I graduated from high school because it wasn't time for high school jobs anymore. It was time to grow up a little bit. And so getting a better resume, getting more income and at least more potential income is also really positive, right? Especially when people are not 16 anymore, right? So my advice is don't prejudge anybody. Now, I want to tell another story about prejudging, but the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to play this video. And it's a 4.5 minute video, The last 90 seconds is the part that I really want to zero in on. But since it's only 4 minutes, I'm going to play the whole thing. But what Mike is going to talk about in this video is um, what happens when we text some of those people. How many of you guys got the text? And how many of you guys actually thought, is this real? Or did my friend's phone get hacked? Like, is this even really my friend? And you might have texted your friend, like, what is this? Or something like that. Raise your hand if you did that. You're normal, right? What do you expect? Because I get texts from Donald Trump, and I happen to know it's not Donald Trump. I also got texted from Joe Biden, and I definitely know it's not Joe Biden texting me. And you guys understand that? Like, I get texted from Sonic drive-through, and I know that it's not the Sonic drive-through cashier that's sending me a text about Frosties or whatever. Right. Yeah, right. But we all get those texts and you wonder if it's real. So in the first 3 minutes of this video, he's going to talk about that. And by the way, Mike is my friend. He had my job in Rhode Island years ago. And he was an awesome division manager, and he got a national position with our company. And he actually wound up marrying one of my assistants that lived in Spokane. So now they live in Spokane, and they have 3 kids, and we're friends and stuff like that. But he's our digital strategy manager nationally for Vector. And he's just going to tell a little bit about that texting situation. And then he's going to tell the story. And there's another like person in the video too that you'll hear. So I'm going to press play. Shay or Patrick, are we sharing screens and audio and everything? Okay. So just again, zero in on the last minute of the video, but let the first little bit play. Okay. So silly me. All right.
I'm Mike Monroe, Digital Strategy Manager of Vector Marketing. And if your manager is having you watch this, it probably means they're about to have their staff members reach out to all those people you recommended the position to with our Team Builder program. Now, the purpose of this video is to make your life easier. Listen carefully on this. Here's what I'm highly recommending you do. I recommend that you write a short 4-sentence response to anybody who reaches out to you with questions or comments. And here's why I'm recommending you do this so strongly. Not because I'm trying to convince them to sell knives or anything like that. Vector's not a pyramid scheme. I'd have a copy-paste response to save you time. Think about this for a minute. If you spent just 5 minutes answering questions with 50 different people, that'd be 4 hours of time. My suggestion, quite frankly, is that if you're going to spend all that time working, you should be doing presentations and getting paid for it, not doing your manager's job. Your manager can explain the position, and frankly, I don't feel bad about giving them a lot of work. So please put the burden on them by having a simple, short, and most importantly, a no-pressure copy-paste response. Here's a real easy example that'll be sufficient for 99.9% of the people that reach out to you, no matter what they ask, what they say, or how they say it. Yes, it's legit. I'm in training right now. Check it out if you want. I like it. I thought you'd like it too. Short, to the point, and no reasonable person can get upset when you're sharing something you like. It's like, hey, you should try maple bacon ice cream. I know it sounds weird, but it's pretty legit. I liked it. Thought you'd like it too. Sure, it's not for everybody, but you'll never know if it's for you unless you try some. Now, if you want to personalize that a little bit, no problem. Make it sound more like you, go for it. Maybe you change it to something like this. Hey, I'm working right now, so I can't chat, but yes, it's legit. Schedules are flexible, money's good, people are cool. Text me after your interview if you decide to check it out. It'd be really sweet to work together. Anybody can feel good about that. But instead of getting into a drawn-out text conversation with 50 different people when you could be setting up appointments, again, have a copy-paste message to save time. Let me finish up by telling you something that always amazes me, because this happens every single time our company runs training, which is why I love Team Builder so much and I'm so passionate about this. And it's this. Some of those people that reach out to you and say things like, is this a scam, or why'd you recommend me? Some of those people will actually check it out when you reassure them properly. And some of them will have their lives change.
Yeah,
I hear stories like this all the time. I had somebody in my contact list. Their name was M in my phone, and I had no idea who it was. They showed up to an interview, ended up getting the job. I saw them in training, and I thought, oh, that person looks familiar. I was introduced in training. They said, hey, you're the one that recommended me. Thank you. And I still didn't know who his name was. And he ended up doing great. He became an assistant manager, won our President's Club letter. And because of that President's Club letter, got a scholarship to University of Hawaii, which he had applied to the previous year and didn't get in. So if it wasn't for me dumping my phone book out, he probably wouldn't have gotten to the school that he wanted to go to. Hey, job searching is terrible. So thank you for helping people out. And thank you for being a vector team builder. It's a pretty cool thing to put on a resume. And whether you're here for 19 years like me, or 19 months, or 19 weeks, or even 19 minutes, I wish you all the luck in the world as you get your career started selling Cutco. It is a really exciting time to be you.
Oh, I love Mike.
Hi there, I'm Mike Monroe.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Couple things. Your friends could live in Tennessee, Oregon, Washington, Arizona, Idaho, Southern Utah, Texas. It doesn't matter where they live. So when you recommend them, write this down. If you did I tell you this? Don't what? Prejudge. Don't prejudge based on location or anything. Because what if that guy in anywhere but Miami? Don't let him be in Miami, okay? Don't nobody from I'm kidding, kind of, sort of. Okay. But does that make sense, guys? So we're gonna shoot him a text and then we'll send you that sentence that you can send to them so that you're not in the middle of the demo trying to talk to your friend about. Because once you answer one question, what happens? Another question forever, right? So it's easier to just say, hey, I'm at work, it's cool, you should check it out. That way they feel comfortable and they know that you're a real human and it's not a robot that texted them, right? Okay, does everyone understand that? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our team builder program. Oh, by the way, when my advice to you in a second is I would just click full send. And what I mean by that is when we get the names, nobody gets texted. So when you send us the recommend those people, nobody gets texted because we for sure do not want to accidentally text your bishop, your grandma, douchebag from USU, and we don't right, we don't want to text someone whose name is in your phone, maybe with a certain nickname, maybe the nickname that they put in your phone, like best biatch ever, like whoever's in your phone who has the nicknames. You guys know what I'm talking about. We love the nicknames, by the way. We love editing the nicknames because I'm like, that's a good one. Okay. So don't worry, we won't judge you or judge them because half your nicknames they put in your phone, right? So when you send them, does everyone understand? It's like it would be a dumb move for us to let you just text them all blindly. So you can click full send because then what we'll do is with each of you on the screen together, one-on-one, is we'll edit the names, delete the ones you should have deleted, and that type of thing. So to make this go fast, I want to just advise you guys in a second when we do this is that you just open it, click full send, and then when we sit down with you, we'll delete a bunch. Does that make sense? Okay, like if you see, oh, the high school can't, admissions office or the college or the high school attendance office or the college admissions office, well, you can delete those if you want. You can delete anyone that you want. It's not even a job requirement to do this, right? But when we do the team builder, this is also why we're the number one office in the company, right? Because it's fun to have that vibe. And this is why Salt Lake City North is crushing it right now and doing an amazing job as well. Okay, so everyone pull open your app. So it's the Vector Impact app. And again, they can live where? Anywhere, right? And by the way, our goal, oh, you know what? Don't wait, hold on. Put your phones down. I forgot. I gotta do this. Okay. Our goal is that potentially some of you will win one or two of these prizes within a week. Like right away when I show you these prizes. These are like how we're going to hook you up is my point. Okay. But I'm going to show you two contests right now. And when I show you the two contests, go ahead and write down the contests. There's two. One is for like, there's no time limit on the first contest. It's not a 10-day. I know it's exciting. It's not a 10-day contest. It's a no time limit. So if you want to write that down, no time limit on the first contest. And then the second contest is a today only thing. But the first contest is for team builder and it's for having friends on the team. Okay, so write down these 5 numbers. Ready? Like 1, look at me, 1, 3, 5, 7, 10. So just go 1, 3, 5, 7, 10. Okay, so write down team builder and then 1, 3, 5, 7, 10 because of all the prime numbers, -2, but add 10. That's not, anyway. Okay, sorry, I'm a math nerd. Okay, when you have one friend, on the team, uh, so literally, hopefully a week from today, maybe, right? If your friend does happen to interview and we like that, remember, it's not multi-level, you can't just sign your friend up, right? They get the job. They have to go through the interview. They like us. We like them. We say you can come to training. They go through training. If your friend happens to get the job within a week, we want to give you a steak knife right away. So maybe a week from today, a couple of you will be coming in and getting a steak knife from us. This is for you to have and to hold till forever guaranteed to you apart. It's yours. So you can show this. What's the advantage of that? is that if you have this in your sample kit and you have this because you get to keep it forever, then you can show both and maybe do certain people might maybe get to like the steak knife, might decide they want to get the ultimate or the signature set. So that's kind of cool, right? So we want to help you get a steak knife ASAP. And these we actually have in the office. So we have people coming in later and picking up a steak knife. Okay. Pretty cool. So that's, 90 some odd dollars a Cutco for you forever. And then the second prize, we're actually shipping. Who got referred by Kenzie? Yeah. So she's got another one coming because she already had a couple friends on the team. So she gets the K-Bar Explorer, bro. The best Friday night ornament you could ever have I mean, that thing's just good looking. If there's not a knife with sex appeal, that's got to be it, right? You know what I'm saying? All black, tight. Look at that thing. It's got the double D edge, got the straight edge, got the forever guarantee, got the crazy awesome clicker sheath. You can put upside down, right side up, however you want. I mean, this thing's awesome, right? It's like a $280 knife. That's a freaking awesome piece. That's yours forever. If three of your friends want, and again, this could be 1 week, 10 weeks, 2 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now. As soon as at least three of your friends work here, boom, you get a K-Bar Explorer. Cool? All right. At 5, when only 2 more. So again, that's what's cool is that could take a few weeks. And if only 2 more get the job, I think she's only one away of owning a set of AirPods or sunglasses. So you get a couple $100 a pair of shades or, AirPods. Whether it's, if you're not a Droid, if you're not an Apple person, we'll get you the similar, right? So 5 friends, right? If 5 of your buddies, and again, they could live at Utah State, they could live down here, live in Utah, U of U, right? Whatever they do, wherever they are, they get the job, you're getting AirPods, okay? Pretty sweet, okay? That's at 5. If 7 of your friends work here, we're getting you a spa, baby. We're going to get you a little package, whether it's a mani-pedi or a full body deep tissue Swedish massage, whatever. Who's ever had a professional massage? Dude, it's an awesome week that day. Okay. Like you have an awesome week lined up. If you got a massage that week, it feels awesome. What's that? Yeah, right. Okay, so that's when you have one person start or a couple more start the job. And then finally, this last one is kind of ridiculous. And I remember when Parker Hunsaker, he hit this level, he had 10 friends start the job that summer. First of all, week 1, like he recommended his friends, we texted them, and literally like a bunch of his friends went through the interview. 4 of them went at getting the job, and literally week 1 into like he's still in his fast start, 4 of his friends were sitting in your 4 seats right here and he had 4 friends next week, right? And then a couple weeks later, another couple friends, and then like a month later, he got the last 2 levels so fast I had to like take him on a shopping spree for an afternoon. But check this out: the last one is number 10. We're getting you an iPad or like a 50+ inch TV. How many guys can handle one of those in your dorm room? Okay, that's pretty sweet, right? 50-incher, whatever it is, or we get you an iPad. You'll be pretty stoked. Okay. And so that's a lot of stuff. It's over $1,500 worth of free stuff. We'd rather give that money to you, prizes, than pay Indeed.com, right? And that, we'll still do that with Indeed.com, but we'd rather hook you guys up. And who'd rather work with a buddy anyway, like, or a few, right? It's kind of fun. And if they're in other jobs, other offices, we just want them not to be in Miami. Okay. All right. So no Miami. Okay. I hate those Miami people. Okay. So yeah. So, all right, guys, we can't let them do that. Okay. All right. You guys cool? Thumbs up. All right. Now I'm going to give you, this is no time limit. These, right? So maybe you're cashing in on a level in September, right? Or August, right? That'd be fine with me. Okay. Probably fine with you. And probably fine with your friends they're working here. They're like, yeah, I needed the job, right? So don't prejudge, like we said. And speaking of don't prejudge, let me give you the second contest. The second contest is the today only, but we need your help. We need your help, Jenny. Okay. Because if you can help us with this right side contest, Patrick, like Mike said in the video, Patrick's going to do all the work. Shay's going to do all the work. I'm going to do all the work to help you win the stuff on the left-hand side. But we need your help today. Does that make sense? So write down 3 numbers. Write down 50, 100, and 150. 50, 100, and 150. Okay. Patrick, did you get the text that you sent yourself? Yeah. In the Musketeers. Okay. All right. Steph, here we go. 50. Oh, did you write down 150, 100, 150? Okay, 50, 100, 150. And if you refer at least 50 people, remember, this goes back to that extra credit. Remember I talked about extra credit with the fast start a couple minutes ago, right? Avery got 1,200, a bunch more Cutco because she referred a lot of people in the fast start, in the first day, third day of training, right? So if you recommend at least 50 people, which my advice is full send, right? Just send them all because we'll delete, we'll take care of anything we need to take care of, edit and pull people out and stuff. But if you refer a minimum of 50, you're getting a day of double credit. So let's say you have a $1,300 day. It's like you sold 2,600. You have a $2,400 day. You just got to 4,800 in the prizes. Now it's not in sales, income, promotions, pay, but it's in free stuff for your fast start, right? That's how Avery got that 5 more pieces of Cutco. When you refer at least 100, which for most of you should be like not even a question because you've got probably 100, 200 college kids, friends, whomever. And so most reps just full send it. And so we get people getting 2 days doubled. Okay. And you know where I'm going. 150, you refer a minimum of 150, then you got 3 days doubled. So that could be some serious, right? Because you have a big fast start, you take your 3 biggest days, it's almost like a lock. You have all the prizes. I want Patrick, I want Shay, I want to spend a lot of cash putting more Cutco in your sample kit, but the sample kit, that's a borrow. The Cutco for your fast start is you keep it forever. We want you to have $1,500 of Cutco for the rest of your life, no matter what. Now, the steak dinner and the $500 shop, that has to be done legit, like there's straight up credit. But our objective is to blow your guys up with free Cutco. Does that make sense? So that's the rules. Now, what are the rules? I've already said. The second one is this only counts for prizes. But your friends can't be 12. You can't refer like your cousin. That's in 7th grade. They have to be at least out of high school, right? It's 18 or out of high school if they're 17 still. That's okay if they're graduates. Okay. Does that make sense? And if it's like you have an aunt that's like, I could use some extra cash, you can refer your aunt, but in general, we're probably not referring our, customers. We're referring only, that group of people that probably more apt to look into the job, right? Does that make sense? Okay, versus buying Cutco. So let's go ahead and get started right away. And we got to go quickly here because we're going to give you a little extra credit Patrick's going to work on. But I want to give you guys the chance to win as much free stuff and as much double credit, all in favor of double credit right now. Okay, so let's do this quick. And again, my advice is full send because what are we going to do after you full send? We're going to sit down with each of you. We're not going to text them, right? We're going to sit down with you to make sure before we text them, the wrong people don't need a text, right? I'm sure your bishop is not interested in the text for the job, right? And I'm sure the high school attendance office is not interested, right? So you can full send. So go in your phone right now. Let's do this as quick as we can so we can get going on with other things. Okay, so go to Team Builder, right? Isn't that just straight at the bottom? Oh, hit more and then hit Team Builder. Thank you. Okay, hit more and then hit Team Builder. Yes? Yes, ma'am, sir. Max Callahan? Sweet. Okay. We're going to give you guys a chance to sign up for SC2 also, the conference, okay? April 1st and 2nd. Okay, really quickly here. Are you guys ready? So it should open up all of your, listen closely, it's going to open up when you do the team builder. It's going to, correct me if I'm wrong, open up all of your non-prospects. So if you did the job right to move the prospects over, then they're out already. And it's just going to show all your non-prospects, probably the best people anyway, right? So I would just click full send because we're going to go through and edit the names. But if you want to quick go through and like eliminate the Walgreens and eliminate the pharmacy and eliminate the high school office or whatever it is, you can eliminate those. But let's do this quickly so we can move on to the next section of training, which Patrick's going to help hook you guys up with some sweet little tasty vittles, so to speak. Okay. So as quick as we can, let's get this done. Da, da, da. What's that? So you click on more, right, Jenny? And then, I could be wrong. More and then team builder. And then it says access contacts. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Jenny's already got 210. There you go. Nora got 255. That's awesome. That's 2 people already with 3 days doubled. Nice job. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. You guys sitting there, you just, all right, got it done. Okay. So awesome. I can't see the Salt Lake North people, but You guys are doing great, I'm sure. So let's do that thing. All right. And again, you hit send, and before you leave here today, likely, or even later, we will go through your list with you. Okay. Looks like Julian, we're getting you taken care of. Patrick. Yeah, he wasn't marked. Can you send Julian his rep document? It was? Oh, okay. For some reason, it didn't say it was here. Okay. So if you want to peruse the list, go for it. But otherwise, I would hit full send and then you're good to go. Okay. And we'll edit the list later if we need to, right? All right. Nice. Mary got some double credit. There we go. All right. Now I got it confused. Okay. Got a little double credit. You got it there, Jillian? Working on it? Oh, it hadn't been saved. It was weird. Dad did his thing, or was it mom or dad? Well, I know, but was it mom or dad that did his thing? That's weird. Okay. Parker got double credit, 3 days right there. Oh, Taylor, you're two away. Two away. Get that. Right. Taylor. Where's Taylor? There you are. Okay. I was saying, okay, Kara's right here. Okay. I was getting all confused. Taylor got two away from 2 days doubled. If you get two more, you got 2 days doubled. My bad. Yeah. You're at 98. Yeah. You got 98. So get 2 days double, get to 100. All right. Oh, nice. Derek, only 10 away from 3 days doubled. 3 days doubled. You're at 140. Good stuff. What's that? What did you say with that? I said you got 3 days. You got 3 days doubled. Yeah. Yep. You're at 169 submitted. That's great. Okay. Well done, guys. Yeah, we'll edit it out for sure. Okay. Can you text Kyle Smith, Patrick, and just say Phil's calling you in 3 minutes? Okay. All right, guys. Bless you. And when we text those guys, we'll make sure. Patrick, for some reason, I can't mark Julian as being present. I know, but I keep refreshing. I'm doing that, obviously. I don't know why. But you found the thing in the app, Patrick. It's not working.
Just vanished.
It vanished.
Yeah, it's not there.
It was there and now it's not there. That's
I don't
strange.
think it was ever there, but maybe it was.
Maybe the universe is judging your friends. Just kidding. Okay, so so I have no idea what that is all about. All right, guys. How many of you have more friends in social media than you do in your dang phone? You're like, I wish I could do this on Snapchat, right? Would that be pretty cool? Okay, so we're gonna give you guys a chance to do that. And before we do that, I wanted to say thank you. When you get a text from one of your friends, we're going to send you that text that says, hey, I'm working, it's legit, check it out, just to let them know that yes, it's you and you like it, but your job is not to sell the job. You guys understand that? We did not teach you how to sell the job or quote sell the job. So if your friends ask questions, the easiest thing is say, it's cool, check it out in the interview, they'll explain everything. So let me, Patrick, Shay, let us explain the job and we'll do all that work for you. Your job is just say, hey, it's cool, check it out. You know what I mean? I'm busy right now. And the other thing is we'll send you that right there. We'll send you that. Okay. And I want to say thank you. A bunch of you already got double credit. And I want to say thank you because we as an office are known across the company as being one of the most successful offices, but it's not just because we sell a lot. It's because the people that we work with, we work together and we support each other. You know what I mean? And it's just easier to do that when we have friends on the team. By the way, Kara, nice job. Got 2 days double credit. That's awesome. Some of you guys are still cashing in. But let me go ahead and say this, Patrick, if I do it wrong. Who's ever heard of InstaFace? Or Snapgram or all the things. Okay, all of them, right? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. How many guys, like I said, have more friends there than maybe in your actual phone, right? So I would encourage you right now, go ahead and pull open Snapchat. because you know the filters. Okay. All right. What we're going to do is going to give you guys a chance to put up a post. We call this the put up a post program. And all you do is you make, since it's your network, you want to understand what I'm saying? If you do this, look over here on my screen. If you do this, it might look like an ad, right? If you do a photo of you, who recognizes you that's in your network? 100%, right? So that's why I advise grab a photo of you, whether you're a track athlete or a soccer star, or you like, whatever you do, find a picture of you sitting in a gazebo in the wilderness. I don't know, whatever. Okay. So find if it's your senior picture, that's great too. And we just invite you to put 3 things down. Patrick, here you go. It's Eve. Okay. Go for Patrick. All right. 3 things. You guys ready? You put $21. I don't know why they put dollar. Just put a dollar sign and then 21. But $ 21 base pay, remote work, flexible hours. And then use do the link. The link is what's important, because if they just start messaging you, you're just like, bro, I'm busy. You don't want them messaging you. So what you want to do is you want to put the website to link it to is imdstudentwork.com. So if you want to write that down, imdstudentwork.com. And it's actually a Google form, right? It's actually just a Google form where they can apply for the job through imdstudentwork.com. So you can put up a post, and all you need to do is just put, it's nice if you tag Patrick. So it's at P. Gannier. Oh, hello. At P. Gannier. Okay. So if you do a Snapchat or a, what do you call it? An Instagram post or Facebook or anything, you can do. Oh, by the way, if you go to a school and you're in the school Snapchat, like UVU's Snapchat, or that's a really great one, because then you're like talking to college kids, right? Does that make sense? Versus your aunt and your grandma, right? On Instagram. So go ahead and post on social media, because when they apply, this may not get you the double credit, but when they apply, we're going to schedule them for an interview, but we'll know that you referred them through a Snapchat, or whatever it is. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. And they'll say, oh, I heard about it because, Noah posted about it. Noah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Getting it all wrong here. Okay. Got it? So again, just a photo of you and 3 little phrases: $21 base pay, remote, flexible schedules, and then make sure the link works. You guys know how to make links work, right? So make sure the link is IMD for Intermountain Division studentwork.com. Okay? Dig it. There's the website, and there's the people to post. If it's Shay, if you're in Shay's office, just tag her, Shay_Hampt. All right. There's all of our managers. I'll put this up for 2 more seconds. If you're doing that, what's nice is if they see this post and then we text them, they're like, oh, that must be the thing that Wyatt, it automatically kind of tells them, yeah, that was legit. Yeah, it's imdstudentwork.com.
Oh,
Yeah. imdstudentwork.com. I don't think it's not case sensitive. So, yep, there it is. Okay. So that way they can just say, oh, I'm from this office. And it even says, hey, who recommended you, or where did you, whatever. Right. So cool. Somewhere down there. Oh yeah, there's the post. Who's your posted DM or whatever it is. Okay. Sweet. All right. Got it. Okay. Now everyone draw